Alright guys, welcome to the channel. It's Thursday evening. Thought I had a programming lesson earlier because yesterday my tutor was actually running late from a meeting that he had, so so it was cancelled yesterday. I forgot about it anyway, so I was gonna pay him, but because he said he missed his appointment, he was running late because of his meeting, and he said he never got there in time, so we rearranged for tonight. But I was a bit late tonight by about 9 minutes, so I think he either he turned up already and left, or something came up. But to be honest, my head wasn't in it anyway. Head weren't really in it. Been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and my head was a bit messed up, to be honest, because I've kind of got addicted to these universe videos on YouTube, and I don't think they're the best. You know what I mean? I think it's hard to say. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of them are to do with tarot, and tarot's obviously the devil. Do you know what I mean? It's the opposite to what I believe in. But sometimes it seems like overwhelmingly, like there's Christian videos as well, and it's like overwhelmingly it says like one thing sometimes, and I think, is that true? Do you know what I mean? Or is that is there some truth in that? But and then it can be overwhelmingly, like it can be good or it can be bad, and like I don't know what to think sometimes. The truth could be either, do you know what I mean? And it's or neither, do you know what I mean? And yeah, I think I need to give up this universe videos, to be honest. I don't know though, do you know what I mean? I've been following them for a while, and they do bring me a certain amount of comfort and peace, but sometimes, but not all the time, depending on what they're saying, do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what the truth is, do you know what I mean? I just don't. Even when it's good, you don't know if it's the truth, do you know what I mean? If it's bad, you don't know if it's the truth. It's one of them. But yeah, enough of that, guys. I just come on here to basically talk myself into doing my work. I thought if I come on here and say I'm gonna bash my work out tonight, then that'll motivate me to do it. That'll motivate me to show up. So I thought I'd come on here and say that. Done a bit earlier. Finished off the last, I guess, unit. I had a few videos, about about a couple of videos and a couple of things to read. I've got through them now. I think I've got one page to read on that unit, and then I need to get on with functions. I need to do that tonight, really, or get through the majority of it at least. What I could do with doing that tonight. So yeah, I've come on here to talk the talk, so I have to walk the walk, kind of thing. Things have took longer than what I thought, and because I had a programming lesson, I thought I've got to do that. Do you know what I mean? So it had to eat as well, and to finish off the last unit, it took a bit longer than what I thought the last unit did. So bit of a nightmare, but yeah, I'm pretty much on functions now. So I got to try and do that tonight. I need a shower as well at some point. But I might just leave that till tomorrow, because the work is probably the most important thing. I'm only smelling it on my own, so it don't matter, do you know what I mean? I'm only joking. But am I? But I'm only body odoring on my own, so it don't matter, do you know what I mean? But yeah, got deodorant on anyway, so it don't really matter. But yeah, I'm on my own anyway, so it don't really matter. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got a missus. I haven't been with a woman in a long time, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Don't think I'm gonna be either, to be honest. It's how the universe is leading me at the moment, or God, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, well, I think so anyway. I don't know who's to say. Do you know what I mean? But that's what I think. I think God's telling me, stay on your own, be patient, wait for the right one or the right person, whether they're already in my life, not already in my life, or thereabouts. You know what I mean? It's one of them. It's yeah. I'm not really looking for anyone right now. As I've said before, do you know what I mean? So, um, unless the stars were to align, but I don't think they're gonna. So yeah, but you never know in life. You can't predict anything. Do you know what I mean? Can't predict anything in life. But I'm happy as I am for now, just focusing on developing myself, bettering myself, and yeah, trying to be a good, responsible person, so I can attract a good, responsible person myself in the future. Do you know what I mean? So, or whenever that time is. So, it's one of them. So yeah, but yeah, guys, I just come on here just to talk myself into doing my work. So I've been eating a bit too well lately. Had a takeaway yesterday. I had a couple of chicken burger meal the day before, chicken burger and a chicken burger meal the day before. Um, but yeah, I've ate more healthy today. I had the leftover on my takeaway, which weren't completely healthy, but I haven't ate that much besides that. I've had a cottage pie and some onion rings, so do you know what I mean? Quite healthy, really. Cooked from home, do you know what I mean? So yeah, well, put in the oven anyway. So yeah, I've ate reasonably healthy today. Trying to get the weight down again, trying to look my best again, or look as well as I can. Yeah, trying to look after myself again. I'm going to get my shopping in tomorrow. Um, Whether I order it or whether I probably won't order it, I'll probably go to the supermarket tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to get that in tomorrow, so I can eat healthy again. So there's no more chicken burgers for a bit anyway. Do you know what I mean? The odd one every now and again, like once a week's fine, but if you have two or three, they don't half put the weight on you. Do you know what I mean? I don't like doing that. But yeah, it's coming off again now a bit, so that's good. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, but I don't want to give people a complex about eating. Enjoy yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's better to eat than not eat. Do you know what I mean? It's just I like looking after myself as in eating healthy. That's just a way I've been for quite a while now. So that's the only reason I do it. And yeah, that's the only reason I do it really. And plus, I want to be as attracted to the opposite sex as possible. Do you know what I mean? Or to a reasonable amount, to the best of my ability. Anyway, do you know what I mean? That's another reason why I do it. So yeah, yeah, it's one of them. Someone I met was actually the catalyst for that, whether they know it or not. I had a lot of weight on me before, as people who knew me know. Like, I used to lift a lot of weights and I was a big lad, do you know what I mean? Still quite a big lad, but I was a lot bigger than what I am now, and quite strong and stuff, and yeah, I was totally different to how I am now. Really, to a degree, I was anyway. I'm not nothing like as strong as what I was. I've slimmed down a bit compared to what I was. I was a big lad. I've changed a lot. So yeah, someone was the catalyst for that, whether they know it or not. They do now. They know now. If they wondered why I transformed and why I changed, if people were wondering why I changed, yeah, a female. That's why. For everyone that was wondering, not a relationship, just a friendship. But yeah, I thought I don't want to be this big, out of shape guy anymore. I want to be nice and slim, and because like I say, when I was younger, as people know who know me, or who knew me in the past, I did get a lot of attention off girls. So do you know what I mean? I'm kind of like I hadn't been used to that for a while because I let myself go for different reasons. And put size on and stuff. I was into my weight, so that's a big reason why. My environment, it was rough. It was, do you know what I mean? It's where I lived and stuff. People I met, it all contributed to it. Do you know what I mean? Me getting stronger. But now I've just put my trust in the Lord, and I've said, you know what? The Lord's with me, so and I've got more inner strength now than what I had before. It was more physical strength before, but probably was a bit more inner strength and physical strength before. I can't say that really. I've got inner strength now. Do you know what I mean? I realise the Lord's with me, and I've got faith. It's not so much inner strength; it's more faith. Do you know what I mean? And so I feel like I can face most things. Do you know what I mean? And like say my piece or do what I need to do. Do you know what I mean? This is just the way it is now. Because I've got faith. Do you know what I mean? I believe the Lord's with me, and even if it doesn't work itself out straight away, it will work itself out eventually. Do you know what I mean? Or when it has to. So no matter what I go through, so believe in the Lord. I believe He's got my back, and yeah, so I don't really fear much or worry too much. On the whole, do you know what I mean? I worry a bit. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, on the whole, I've seen the Lord work in my life, um, so yeah, I know He's real. I know He's for me and not against me. So I do the right things. I'm a good person. Do you know what I mean? I don't do anyone dirty. I don't rip people off. I don't do nothing like that. So do you know what I mean? So the Lord's with me, and I think you ain't got to worry about karma unless you're doing bad stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. That's just what I think. Do you know what I mean? If you're doing the wrong stuff, then you got to worry about karma. But if you're not, if you're trying your best and trying to be as nice and fair and good as possible, then yeah, you got nothing to fear on on the front of karma. Do you know what I mean? Admittedly, we don't always get things right. Do you know what I mean? That's called being human. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we make decisions, or do not decisions, but sometimes we make choices and behave in ways we probably not really behave, but act in ways that, how can I put this? I don't know about behave, act in ways, yeah, act in ways that not act necessarily, but just make choices. That's all I say. Make choices that with regret. Do you know what I mean? Nothing like, I don't mean committing sin or anything. Just like in hindsight, you think, I wish I hadn't have like done that, or I wish I hadn't have said that, or I wish I hadn't have thought that or said that. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them little things on a small level. Do you know what I mean? And you don't know how what you do affects other people. Do you know what I mean? You don't. Do you know what I mean? To you at the time, it may not seem like a big deal, or you may have thought it wasn't that massive a deal. Do you know what I mean? But it may have affected someone in some way more than what you thought it would. And yeah, so it's one of them. Yeah, that's all I can say. The littlest thing you can say, or the way you act, or whatever, it can sometimes affect people more than what you think. Do you know what I mean? Or what you think it would do. All things considered, but yeah. But it goes both ways. Do you know what I mean? It's yeah, but like I say, if you got the best intentions at heart, I think usually it works itself out. I think do you know what I mean? If you mean well and you're not, if your intentions are, I guess, pure, and you mean well, then do you know what I mean? Then I think it works itself out usually. Do you know what I mean? Usually it does. But yeah, I'm speaking in riddles, and guys, speaking in mysteries. I've been watching too many of them universe videos again. I think that's what it is. But yeah, probably making me think things that aren't true, or do you know what I mean? It's one of them. Probably the same old stuff again. What I've talked about earlier, but yeah. I just try and be as honest as possible with people. This is what I try and do, to the best of my ability. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I make a fool of myself by doing that. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I do. Um, Sometimes I make an idiot out of myself by doing that. People probably think, "What's he talking about?" or "Why is he saying that?" or do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I think honesty is the best policy. Do you know what I mean? Always, kind of thing. Whether you look like an idiot or not, it's like it lets people know where you stand, what your feelings are, what your thoughts are. Do you know what I mean? It's So I think generally honesty is the best policy. Within, well, not even within reason. It just is. Do you know what I mean? Well, I say that depends what you're saying, I guess, but generally it's the best policy. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. Generally, it's the best policy. That's all I can say. I like to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I like to be honest with people because it makes me feel better. It makes the dynamic better. Do you know what I mean? It just even if people think I'm an idiot and I'm talking crap and I'm just a douchebag, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? But they're not in my mind and they're not in my heart, so it's one of them. Do you know what I mean? It's I just act how I think I should act in the moment, and it's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? Or sometimes it's wise and sometimes it isn't, but um, or sometimes it makes sense to people and sometimes it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said this stuff. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. But maybe I'll pray before I post this video. see what the Lord's saying, do you know what I mean, before I post it, because I don't know whether it's a good idea or not, really, but I've been honest, so in that sense, how can it not be a good idea, do you know what I mean? But I'll pray about it anyway, just in case. So yeah, guys, anyway, I've motivated myself, I've taught myself up. Forget about all the universe stuff and everything I was talking about. But I've motivated myself now. Said I've got to do the work. So I think I'm going to go over the shop, get the cat some food, feed the cat. I don't know whether I will now. I could do with feeding the cats, but they've probably been fed already. Because the lads feed them, like some of the guys in the property feed them. I fed them some cat biscuits earlier a bit, and I give them some milk. So yeah, they're probably okay, but they didn't seem to be lapping up the cat biscuits anyway. So my guess is they've already been fed. Do you know what I mean? They went for the milk, but you know what cats are like in milk. So, but yeah, they didn't lap up the cat biscuits. So yeah, my guess is they've already been fed. That's what my guess is. I'm a bit tired, to be honest. I want to go over the shop to get them some cat food, but I'm just thinking, can I do it? Can I find it within me to do it? I just don't feel like I've got the energy, to be honest with you. I just don't. I feel like I've got to look after myself a bit. I've had a lot on my mind lately, and yeah, it's took it out of me, I think. So I think the cats are gonna have to go without, or someone else is gonna have to feed them today. This is what I think. So I need to just rest for a bit until I do my work. This is what I need. So yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, I'm talking myself up, guys. Got to. I'm having a break till about 10:30. Then I'm gonna bash the workout and yeah, do as much of it as I can, as much as I feel like doing. Gonna have some coffees if I have to stay up till 3 in the morning to get it done. Then so be it. So be it. That's what I'm gonna do. I need to start exercising again as well because my body's getting a bit. I'm losing my shape. Losing my physique. But yeah, I'm too tired to do any exercise at the moment, that's for sure. I was doing sit-ups quite regularly for a while, but stopped doing that. My stomach's put a bit of weight on. I've lost, I guess, my stomach muscles that I had. Well, I ain't lost it completely, but so I've put a bit of weight on, and I ain't been doing sit-ups for the last, I don't know, probably about 5 days a week. So yeah, I was doing it quite regularly. I was trying to do it every day. I've probably done it for about, I don't know, about five days solid. Doing it every day, but yeah, I felt like I was making progress, and my stomach was getting a bit tighter and stuff. My stomach muscles were getting a bit better. But yeah, I've let myself slip again. It's just all the work I've had to do and everything, and yeah, it's just chores, work, looking for work and benefits and everything like that. It's just took precedence over exercise and everything else. So yeah, but yeah, this is just to talk myself up, guys. I'm gonna do this work tonight. Come on, come on. Gonna do it tonight. So I'm gonna have a rest till about 10:30. Then I'm gonna really go for the work and try and get as much done as possible. Like I say, I'll stay up till about 3 if I have to. I'll get the coffees in. I'll have a coffee to keep me awake. I feel quite tired, to be honest, but I ain't gonna let the tiredness get to me. I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm gonna have a rest for half an hour, 45 minutes in a minute. So I'll probably have a cup of tea, have a bit of caffeine in the tea, because tea's got caffeine in it. So that'll probably wake me up a bit, and then I'll attack the work and have a coffee in a bit, and maybe a couple of coffees, whatever I need to keep me going and get the work done. So yeah, guys, this is all I want to say for now. Not gonna do another word, as I've done a word earlier on Genesis. I think it was chapter 45 or 46, I believe. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Sorry, the words have gone a bit boring lately. They've been all about what I'm doing, and you know what I mean, there's been no real humour for a while. Sorry about that, guys. I haven't felt very, I don't know, very laughy and jokey lately. I mean, my life's been pretty solitary, do you know what I mean, on the whole. So yeah, I guess there's been no room for loads of jokes, do you know what I mean? Plus, I ain't been watching that much TV or like film or nothing, so that's another reason why I haven't had any inspiration for any comedy or anything, do you know what I mean? But it's usually life that gives me inspiration for comedy, do you know what I mean? Just stuff you go through and stuff. That's what usually gives me inspiration for comedy. But yeah, it's been pretty same old for a bit now. So yeah, I'm sure it'll change sooner or later, but yeah, it's been like that for a bit. Just focusing on the important stuff like college, not college, but like courses and work and the important stuff. Do you know what I mean? My own personal kind of, I guess, development and stuff. Been a little bit of social time too. Met up with a mate once or twice lately. Spent a bit of time mixing with people who I know. But yeah, on the whole, been to the social club a little bit. But on the whole, it's been about self development and work and studying basically. So that's what my thoughts have been all about, self development, I guess. So yeah, don't know whether that will change anytime soon. It seems like it's going to be the way it's going to be for a little bit. But that's how it is for a lot of people in life. So most people probably. So yeah. But yeah, that's all I want to say, guys. Just come on here to talk myself up. Come on, come on, come on. There's a bit of comedy for ya. Do a BJ Penn. No Clay Guida, any Clay Guida where his brother slaps him. These are UFC fighters, for those of you that don't know. Mixed martial artists. Clay Guida's brother used to slap him to psych him up for the fight. It's kind of like me, just. But yeah, and BJ Penn when he beat Matt Hughes and he got on Cabbage's shoulders and it was like punching himself in the head and slapping himself in the head and everything to psych himself up. That's like me for doing this work tonight. I'm not in the mood for it. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to force myself to do it because I need to pull it back. So yeah, I've psyched myself up now, guys. I've talked the talk. Come on here, talk the talk to you guys. So now I need to walk the walk, and that's it. I need to walk the walk, so I've got to do it. If I don't do it, I'm going to look like a loser. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's all I want to say, guys. So thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. Much love, and I'll be back soon. Take care, guys. Bye. Bye. Love you all, guys. Thank you. Bye.